Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition. The thing of the thing. The Sphere of Influence. I'm the mysterious JG. The thing of the thing. Last time we finished the rebellion of whatever, and now it's time for, spoiler alert I suppose, the exile of Nobutora. Preparing with diplomacy and going out to further conquest, Nobutora Taka did not notice the fate that would befall him. Proceed with the historical quest? Yes. Erase memory of quest from mankind's consciousness? Yes. Want to bring the Murakami's trust to 60. And bring the Suwa clan's trust to 100. So that's what I kind of accidentally did. I kept Nobutora working on that. So we automatically accomplish it because I'd forgotten to pull him off of that and move him onto the Imagawa instead. So when we put Zerfall to work, I hope I didn't miss dialogue by doing it that way. I might have done. Nobutora married his third daughter Nene to Yorishige of the Suwa clan, a clan with strong ties to the Suwa shrine. Does this mean that once Lady Nene gives birth to a child, the Suwa will be under the control of the Takada? I cannot say. Lady Nene is a timid girl. All we can do is pray that she does not become a pawn of the Suwa. But as a warrior, having the blood of the Suwa clan in our family would be a welcome thing. Enshrined in the Suwa shrine was a god named Suwa Myojin, worshipped as a god of war. By marrying into the Suwa clan, Nobutora intended to win the favor of the warriors of Shinano, who offered their prayers at Suwa shrine, as well as quell the rebellions in his land. Nobutora has become a schemer. That's not going to matter for long. Here's Lady Sanjo, who looks like she's ready for no theater. Not ready for any theater at all. No theater. I have come of age and wish to support our clan by my husband Harunobu Takada's side. Oh, she just... So it says that she become of age, although she is 16. But in fact, I think what truly happened is she just got married in historical events. So she married Shingen Takada at age 16 with the Imagawa's influence. Her later years were filled with sorrows, including the rebellion of her son, Yoshinobu, and the death of her eldest daughter. I didn't know that one of Shingen's sons rebelled against him. It would kind of serve him right, considering that he's in the middle of rebelling against his dad. She's got pretty middling stats. Not bad for one of the maiden officers in this game. But, you know, I'm kind of spoiled because we've got created officers who are making this game a little bit easy mode. I'm curious what her two traits are, but we can look them up later.
Let us begin the meeting.
She is not, an undue amount of my knowledge about this period comes from silly sources like, you know, the novel Shogun changes a lot of character names and motivations. The Samurai Warriors games are obviously giving you very weird video gamed-up versions of characters, placing some undue emphasis on some of the female characters. Not that they weren't important, it's just that it was an age of, like, you know, male warlords. It's, you know, like... It's not quite as bad as Dynasty Warriors, when, like, we literally don't know anything about these women. And the video games just make shit up outright. Like, there's a little bit of information about some of the women at the Japanese court, but not much. Like, their lives were very... Their lives... It was considered important for those to be private. So I don't know anything about whether, you know, this Imagawa daughter ever fell in love with Shingen or anything like that. But Shingen himself is an interesting character. I'd like to think that his wife is pretty cool, too.
Here's last month's balance.
Anyway... So, we're doing better for gold income. Although, foreign, which I have a hard time figuring out how much we're going to get from that. Mine/port are still doing more for us than base, because we've done a good job of developing our 3 cities, but it's still, we only have 3 cities, and none of them are fantastic cities. We're just developing them as much as we really could. So right now, what we're getting from our bases themselves are just paying for the policy that we're doing.
Reporting in.
Gain enough money, trust with the Imagawa, ending diplomacy, so that will be good for our bottom line. But we have to go right back into spending diplomacy on someone else. So it's not really going to do anything right away. Interest, Murakami clan. That is who we need for the story. We are still hostile with the Hojo. And... I don't know why these are grayed out. They are vassals to another clan. That would be why. We have good relationship with these guys, but I don't know. Yeah, we're allies with them already. And the Uno clan are interested in us, but no, this is what we want, the Murakami clan. This is a plot thing. We will not waste Grimmeth Reaper's time with this. We will send Nobutora himself while we still have him. Or, you know, hint, hint. I'll begin working with the Murakami clan. I've got to do this right to ensure I am eliminated from the story. Spoilers. All right, here we are now. Akano. Cargomen would increase. You know what? I'm going to make myself not do, because this place will have. We'll eventually get something going. As much as I want to do a Cargoman, I'm going to make myself do a temple to see if I can get... Well, you know what? We need to do a temple in Tsuchikisaki eventually. I think I'll turn this into a temple. Because this will be crafts. What I don't know is how many temples do I need to knock our...
Let us enact a policy.
Because we're at 239. The one that I want is... Thief Assurance. Which requires us to be... Like, I can't tell how much farther down we have to get. It looks like it's... Probably below 200, though. Okay. I tell you what we'll do. Can always change my mind later. Let's not overthink things. Like, I really want a Cargoman so that I can... Cargoman is my favorite. It improves... It's one of the few things that really improves militia squares. But let's build a Buddhist temple here. That will effectively make us better at crops, which is the main thing to do. So would village. Village will actually take us to... 945 max agriculture. Temple. 945. The second tier, Cargoman would help this. With Buddhist, it won't. But it will drive our points down to where I could spend gold every turn with this new policy. But it should be a thing. Yeah, I really got to prioritize getting that policy because I got a bunch of officers who are just being pissy. So let's do this. Innovation will go down to 229. I don't think that's going to be low enough. I think we're going to have to get it from just eyeballing it. It looks like we got to be at 200 or below before we can do that policy. So it's going to take more than one temple to get us that low. But we need to get all the temples we can. It's a lot of gold I just spent, but I really, like, I need to show some restraint. We're going to have plenty of time to get these things done, but I do want roads and stuff to be improved quickly. Quiggler. It's just about perfect use of our remaining resources, though. Or labor. Sorry clan was eliminated by the non-blue clan. No longer will we have blue tentacle head women that everyone is supposed to think are super sexy. That can become pregnant through sex with any species, but always produce a sorry. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you've not watched the Mass Effect series. And that's okay. I'm not saying you're a bad human being. Grimmeth, continuing to improve roads. Didn't even, like, last time I did this game, I asked Grimmeth and Lethal if they were okay with me using their avatars again. Because they specifically made avatars for, like, 2 playthrough back. This time I'm like, I'm not even asking them. If either of them finds out and lets me know that they don't approve, I'll lie and tell them I deleted their characters and just count on them never finding out.
Here's last month's balance.
Grimmeth is a pain in the butt to keep happy, but he had an actual character in mind. It's just like really talented mercurial kind of like architecture expert who was just very difficult to keep happy. Again, mercurial, but kind of like an odd genius. And I let him break the rules of character creation because he's Grimmeth. But because he's already laid out all of the skills rather than just having the 3 that I said people were allowed to have typically. We never got a message about Lethal leaving the clan, so I'm assuming he is still with us and happy. Oh. I think I might need to give her back her castle, though. If he lost this +4 from being the castle lord, he'd be down to 12, and he'd still be in that kind of orange, high orange range. But she is pissed now, so I think that may have been a mistake, or it may have been a good move in the short term, because I think he got a bigger loyalty boost from gaining a castle than she might have lost. But no, she ain't happy. She needs to be put back in charge of that castle. I think it was a matter of time before other clans started trying to poach her. They just hadn't gotten a chance to yet. Well, Harunobu Takeda often objects to orders, appears to be discontent. Proud to be kin. His liege seeks to create some kind of world, same kind of world. He thinks he'll get along with his master. None of these things matter. He's not going to defect, and he will become the ruler if we follow the story. The governor of Kai, heir to Nobutora, disapproving of his father's strategies, he exiles him and becomes leader. He is a great cavalry. Led a great cavalry and was nicknamed the Tiger of Kai. But as you can see from his stats, he is actually... Our created officers are overpowered. He is better. He is a more powerful officer than any of us. Like JG Mystery, Vulture Bobo. I should be talking about the new people. Like, Bobo's not probably watching this series. But like Kazuhiro and Colin and... Masako Hayami hasn't had a chance to do anything recently, but she got to kick some butt in battle. Ryu Ryutoshi, Rita's grandma, of course. Naminara, Agumon Mamoran hasn't had. Yajiro Bayushi, who's been kind of an interesting one, just so difficult to keep happy. You guys are all fantastic officers. You guys are not as good as Harunobu, because he is Shingen, and he is like... He and Kenshin are going to be like the two... And maybe Nobunaga, but I think Kenshin and Shingen are probably the highest statted guys in the game. I'm curious now. Oh, it's not going to do me any good to do that. I need to look at... Here's what I can do. I can sort by leader. This is our own clan. Yeah, all clans. Oh, well, our created officers are fucking it up. So Shingen has 100 leader score. And Motonari is, well, he's ludicrously high statted. Ujiyasu is very high statted. The one that surprises me is I haven't seen, he's got to be around. What is his name at this point in this story? These are the guys with the worst leader in the game. I thought I could find him quickly by searching by leader. Maybe he hasn't appeared in the game yet. Because, or his stats will change over time. Now, there's a guy I'm looking for, the Dragon of Echigo. He's not... His name isn't Kenshin Uesugi right now. Which is why I'm having a hard time locating him. Oh, what a sweet portrait. Yeah, he's kind of like a nasty, treacherous dude. Whatever, I can't find him. I'm wasting time. But I would have thought Kenshin's stats were probably ludicrously high too. But apparently not just yet.
What would you like?
That would be like all of our cash. Let's not do that. Let's... We should have enough provisions and gold. Perhaps we should gather more soldiers now. He's trying to make the point that we should stop ignoring troop, which we kind of been ignoring troop. Right now, if we're marching... Here we go. That's all of our money. Can't keep spending all of our money, JG. All right, and then he's right. Yeah, I mean it's correct that we're really focusing quite a bit on that. We are going to need troop counts. Because we also reached the point where I think we weren't gaining any more troops. We had reached our max. Keep going with diplomacy until the quest ends. You. All I want to say on it is improving roads. Good man yourself.
Let us begin the
Pretty
meeting.
slow going
Here's
early
last
on,
month's
I will
balance.
admit. We're spending more money than we're making with these road improvements. Eventually, well, we'll start gaining new cities eventually with plot events. It's taking a little time here.
Reporting in.
928 horses is a gift. That's why it's worth spending money on these tribes. But Nobutora has a plan that involves, just for those who are kind of not following along, because I'm not explaining that much. He's trying to maintain... No, we don't officially have an alliance, I don't think. Although maybe we do. Oh, we have a marriage alliance with them. That's right. We have a marriage alliance with these guys. Because of story. So the idea is... We formed a strong alliance with the Imagawa because we had basically two powerful clans nearby. We've got a couple clans in the north. This is Shigura or Shiruga? Shiruga, I think. It's like these clans up here kind of collectively make up Shiruga. So we've married off someone to this clan. They want to stay friendly. There's other clans up here that we are not married into. He has a plan to expand his power to the north. And to eventually, once he thinks he's strong enough, he wants to fight the Hojo because he has a personal hatred for the leader of the Hojo. But he wants the Imagawa on his side and a combination of marriage alliances and eventually military tactics. But basically alliances. He doesn't want to fight anybody except the Hojo. So he's trying to set up alliances to indirectly rule Suruga, not to rule the Imagawa's territory, but just to be combined with them. And then once he's got all these guys together, he wants to attack the Hojo. That's his plan. The man who will become Shingen does not agree with this approach, as we're going to see. But that's kind of what he's up to. So... don't really feel the need to start doing... I think we'll just spend a turn... have a little bit of labor left, but we'll spend a turn on economics. And soldier gathering. I suppose I could do a little bit of like limited road repair. Some of these roads, like how much do you want to improve some of these roads if they're roads that could eventually be used by the enemy to attack you? I just hate having that labor not getting used. It just bugs me. So by doing this, we're making future, like we're just sort of inching towards having those improved roads all around. And I'm really trying to keep an eye on this situation. Even if we're not asked, I kind of want to try to defend Hachiyochi Castle just to slow the Hojo's advance. Although it might be that I need to leave them alone. I might mess up future plot. I don't know. Inuyama Castle now belongs to the Matsudaira? Okay, that's not how it's supposed to go. People are adding facilities kind of on their own. Keep going until the story says we're done. The story says we're done, so why didn't you stop, you asshole? Just for that, I'm kicking you out and making Shingen the head of the clan. Eventually. Yoshikiyo Murakami of North Shinano and Nobutora saw each other as enemies. However, since they shared a common foe, the Uno clan, Yoshikiyo had little problem with Nobutora's invitation. Did Yoshikiyo accept? He did, my lord, though he requested Toishi Castle in exchange. Let him have it. All we need to do is get Komodo under our control and drive the Yamauchi out from Shinano. Yoshikiyo is as predictable as a sunrise. Once this battle is over, we're helping ourselves back to Toishi. Thoughts? Doesn't seem very honorable, does it? Nobukata, why do you think my father can predict Yoshikiyo's movements? I can't imagine why. Is there some special reason? It's because they're alike, Nobukata. Both of them only think of marching their armies and snatching territory. Yet those are the types one must look out for. Hopefully Yoshikiyo will not come back to bite us later. Capture Toishi Castle. Alright, so we finally have a military goal that we got to do.
Your orders?
Templar.
Here's last month's balance.
Alright, so we got a little bit more gold in than we spent.
Reporting in.
Koga Shikaga clan has changed their mind about us. This may lead to war, so be careful. My training's paid off, and I've got my own castle again, so that's nice. That'll save us a little money. I'm going to throw down a save here just in case we mess anything up. Because I think I might march Lethal. It's been months and we got a message to be careful about marching him. I think somebody might have made a deal with him to defect during battle or to not participate in attacks on their force. But I think it's more likely to have been the Hojo than any of the forces up north. There's a specific thing, though. Unification of Shinano will start after invading the Suwa completed. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Before the attack on Toishi Castle, ensure that Sanada Yukitaki is in the units that surround Toishi Castle. So I want to make sure I do that. That's something I wouldn't have known if I didn't look at this kind of quasi-fac. But we've got some time before we need to finish this quest, but this quest will actually give us more cities, so I want to get it done so we can start growing them. So we've got until 1542 to finish this. Capture Toishi Castle. We can expect these kinds of results. Is that alright? We slightly lack the troops. Well... we can't equip horses.
Let us gracefully
No,
descend
I
upon
want
the
to...
battlefield.
Hold on. Perhaps now is a good time to go on the offensive, mysterious JG. Okay, this would be Masako Hayami, Agmon Marmoran, and Grimmeth Reaper. Grimmeth has done enough. Let's take him out. And make sure that... Ryutoshi, Kazuhiro... Toriyasu. No, I'm not seeing the guy that we were supposed to take along. Well, you know what? The other thing is, I think I remember there being a special character who shows up in the story that we don't have yet. So I'm wondering if I'm confusing two different events. This guide is a little difficult to follow. So it is saying that we specifically need to bring along Sanada Yukitaka. And I'm not seeing Sanada Yukitaka in our force. Oh, you know what? I don't think we... Okay, I think I remember. I don't think we have to worry about this yet. I think we can just attack. Yeah, because I think plot happens and we don't actually take the space right now. So we're probably okay with just... But we will give Grimmeth a chance to rest and have somebody else do something cool, because Grimmeth has done quite a lot. Let's have Lita's grandma be part of this. That brings our intelligence down. That would be why they put Grimmeth in there. He boosted the overall intelligence of the unit. Still, I think it'll be fine.
I'll show you how we do battle.
No, that's not what I meant. Damn it. I messed up. Giving Lita's grandma a chance to shine. That's what we said.
We march!
This is Fraxis, Turtai, Elmandretta, the Avatar. Okay, all those folks deserve a chance to shine. Vulture Bean. I guess bringing the intelligence up. But let's get Toriyama Rosario in there instead. Lowering the intelligence of the unit.
We march.
All right. It's all gotten a bit confused. But you're going to the right place. You were just sitting there, and you're going to the right place. Okay. I'm running over time now. So let's go ahead and throw down yet another save. And when we come back next time, we will start the attack on that castle, which I think is just going to lead to plot. But it'll be good plot, I hope. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thank you guys very much for watching. And we'll catch you next time, as it's been a couple of pretty dull domestic videos in a row. But this is like the precursor. This is the Sonata logo here. It's Munetsuno Uno, but it's the Sonata 6-coin flag. So I think this base here is I don't know. Is this I don't think Ueda Castle exists yet. I think this gets built during the story. And it doesn't get, like, I don't think it actually gets built as part of, like, the Takeda story either. I think it's just in some scenarios. But, yeah, we're going to be marching up north. We've got all ladies leading our units, so sisters be doing it for themselves. It's kind of far away. We got a bunch of bases between there and here that we're not taking over. Seems like a weird strategy, but it's what we're going to try to pursue next time. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. Yada, yada, yada. See you later.